Congratulations on the DGA win, which I must say I'm not surprised. I've been calling this back in since October that this film was going to be a contender, and I'm
Since
not surprised.
October, since October, I remember how you inspired me. Yes, it was
Sweet.
great conversation. I never forgot.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I really enjoyed our conversation too.
It was memorable. It really was.
Oh, good. That's so good to hear. What's it been like to experience this, the sustained success this awards season? I mean, I've seen you guys all over the place. I follow you on social and I've seen you all over, everywhere. So what's it been like to see people reacting to the film?
So, I mean, it's just been filling us with absolute gratitude. It's like, I think for Slava and I, and he could speak to this better than me, but we're kind of representing the hope of so many people in Ukraine, but also I think the hope of so many people around the world that really believe that democracy and standing up for that matters and that art plays a major role in this. So to have the film honored in this way, it's not about the effort of the filmmaking, it's really about a message contained within. So it's very humbling for us, and it's been beautiful to see such a kind of effusive reaction all over where we've been sharing it.
You know what kind of responsibility I'm feeling, and I'm really living under the pressure of this responsibility because I'm here instead of many amazing people who helped us. And when I filmed, I was completely released because when I picked up my camera, someone picked up a rifle in my place, and it's really I am in serious in serious situation, and I feel in kind of relief because success of movie, and also it was so scary for me when we filmed because war is so dark subject. I never watch war movie. People afraid watch war movie because war is horrible and disgusting, and nobody wants to be upset. And we tried to film with. We wanted to watch to show something else, something different. Beauty of people in really dark time, and humanity that is still exists, and just beauty of culture and nature. We because my responsibility as artist is to bring hope and inspiration to audience, and I am so happy if we really able to do this.
Yeah, I think this movie is just beyond movie. This film is so amazing with the collaboration between you two. I know I talked about that at SCAD, Savannah Film Festival, and how you guys were working like thousands of miles apart. But I wanted to ask you about some of the specific like I think it's like drone footage of the bombs and what was it like to capture that, Slava, on your end, and then Brendan, what was it like to receive that? And because those are just stunning, like stunning images, stunning film.
Yeah, thank you for that question. I mean, I think partially this is what's when you look at the process of filmmaking, it's not a unidirectional act. We are working together in what becomes a cycle, and so we first began to collaborate over Zoom, and we would work with an interpreter. But this process became expanded in a really unexpected way because while we were beginning with one camera and Slava and our cinematographer Andrei, then two cameras. Eventually, we had 15 cameras. And Slava's Special Forces unit wanted to share what they were going through. We were talking about it, and they said, if we can capture what we're going through when we wake up in the morning, maybe somebody else won't have to be in our shoes in the future. And so Slava arranged this so that you know, we could actually connect, and they would go down into a bunker in the middle of their missions, connect via satellite internet, and we would speak. They would get out a notepad, and they're in full fatigues, and they would say, "We know how to pilot a drone, but we want to learn about filmmaking. We want to learn about, you know, cinematography." And it wasn't like, okay, how do you set the exposure or zoom in the thing? They know what's a wide shot. When should we film the landscape? What kind of light is interesting? And they're really fascinated with this notion of making art. So in one sense, it's bearing witness, but in another, it's a creative act for them. And what ended up happening that was so unexpected for me was they shared something. They said, when we go on our missions, when we return, we actually have psychological decompression. They have a great resource to be able to, you know, have some kind of workshop to help them deal with what they've been through. And we shared with them a rough cut of the film. And they said after watching it, this is more powerful than any of that. That's what they recorded, their own lives. And so that was just amazing. That's a wholly unexpected level to the power of cinema, of storytelling.
Wow.
All my life, I have addiction for collaboration. We worked with Anya in collaboration, making our art, and this experience to make a movie, it's completely other level of collaboration. Unbelievable lucky for me, unbelievable pleasure, but also war is bringing special kind of collaboration, because it means death or life. Nobody can survive in battle alone, and you are so in safety, so you can trust your commanders, your friends in your unit, and in our movie, the collaboration of my friends and our film team create some next level of collaboration and bring us something really special from Katya's body camera, from these drones. Only today I understood what kind of drone footage we have, because our best pilot, Karsar, who burned this tank, probably first time in all history, tank was burned by civilian drones for photographers, for videographers, with pretty small and pretty good Hasselblad camera. He's an amazing pilot, but also he get for us the best drone footage, just beautiful landscape footage, or how he follow Katya or filmed other drone in action. I think we can feel through this footage his experience of battle, because for him he have next level, other kind of attention. The picture on the screen is more than picture for him. It's choice between life and death. How special kind of attention he have, and I think audience can feel this.
Most definitely. I was wondering, as artists, how did you both confront, I'm sure in different ways, especially Slava though, like you're confronting this idea of kill or be killed. Like, you know, I think that's, you know, artists don't think about those things. And what was it like to, you know, just, I don't know how you grappled with that.
Well, in our real life, our situation in Ukraine, we have not other choice.
Yeah.
Our goal is just survive and preserve our identity and defend our independence and culture. but our camera is not for us, is not for people who is inside. It's to share our experience, and it's not experience to be just to be in action. It's experience of peaceful people who came to not for defend their property, but because they felt responsibility in the face of history. Because it's battle between democracy and totalitarian aggressor. And this front line we can find anywhere, anywhere in totalitarian countries. Under horrible pressure, we can find this amazing in bravery women protests in Iran. In Iran, it's unbelievable. They cannot do this, but they doing this. And in absolutely wealth countries with pretty old tradition of democracy, we can see how dangerous ideas about authoritarian style of government, of lifestyle, appear again and again. Because this it's not about Ukrainian only, and our experience is for everyone, and it's not experience of just experience of battle. It's experience of success of regular people who are able to keep humanity in darkest of times. Our main message, resilience is available, resistance is possible.
That's beautiful. I'm just I love hearing you talk. I think I asked you this when I saw you last in October, but I would love to hear it, have it documented. When did you know that the film was complete? Like, this is an ongoing struggle. When did you know personally that your film, that you were ready for this to be a film?
We didn't. It's not the normal type of completion. It's the wrong concept. Instead, we needed to look within their art. It's the storytelling that they're creating with the figurines became a time machine for the camera. We could go into the first days of the war and look at it through an emotional perspective, not through nose footage. We could go into the past and see their peaceful life in Crimea before the invasion. And we travel to the future where they're dreaming about being together again, bringing Andrei and his girls back together, our cinematographer who's separated from his family. And that dream acknowledges the truth, which is that the end has not come for this conflict. This continues. It affects millions of families, millions of people around the world, not only in the borders of Ukraine. And the uncertainty of that, but also the hope, the notion that the choices we're making today can influence that future, maybe even bring it about, and that art can kind of concretize the dream, bring it into a physical form so we can feel it and maybe let it live with us. That was the ending, and it was something that was a part of the structure of the film from 1 year before we completed the edit, because animation takes so much time and editing takes so much time. We realized we can't do things in a normal way. We can't film all of the footage and then cut and then do post-production and sound and animation. Impossible. We had to do it simultaneously. So we were on Zoom in the morning, we were cutting all day, we were working on post-production and editing in Australia, animation in Poland. So 24 hours a day, this group, this communal dreaming was going on. That's what cinema is. You're sharing in that. And that was a very special process. So the end, the conclusion is to acknowledge that there isn't one.
maybe now I will tell something new for Brendan, for example.
Oh, that's a treat.
I thought about this. Uh, we we not we never decide something. Andrei and Anya and me, we never decide something about is it enough? Is it ready? We felt we are on the ground. On the ground, we are eyes of our project. We felt all the time. We felt support of our team. We felt ourselves so safety, so secure because we any moment we understood our footage will be used in the best way. It's important. It's important. This for me as for artists is very important kind of security because I why I love collaboration so much. I never sure about result of my work, and I was so happy to have Brendan behind. But we filmed and just collect footage and filmed 500 hours of this. But I know what changed when we were captured for this war, this situation. It was something completely new. It all was changed all time. First few months and first year and start of next year. But one day you may understood we are already here. We are already in this situation. Now it's our life. And this kind of stability, it was something new. It came to us literally close to time when we finished work, our filming process. Nobody can film all his life since birth to death. He needs someone outside. But this part of life, when you find yourself somewhere, it's available. And it's maybe that is what Brendan and our team did for us. Help us understand where we are.
Yeah. I probably only have time for one last question, but I wanted to ask you, I guess two parts to this. Like, how has this experience changed you both as artists? And also, like, what are your plans past award season and your future of your art?
I think maybe these questions for me are answered in a single learning experience, a little mini revelation, which is like I used to have this understanding of storytelling that you go and you find a subject or you choose to write a script about something and you go and explore it. And there's this active aspect to it. But I think now I believe that stories find you. You must be ready to receive them. And then you can make a decision to go and jump onto this train and see if you can propel it and this and that. But it exists without you. And this story found us, found me, and it was like it answered the question, which is, do I call every single person who I respect and say, you must help, we can do it together? And the answer was yes. And so I think the next journey is ready to come. But right now, this is our full focus. And there's like zero consciousness remaining for anything else because it's so important.
Yeah.
Can I tell about Anya and about Andrei? Because as for me, I'm not sure. I don't know how I changed it. I have not enough time to understand something. Uh, Anya, uh, she's thinking her art not changed because all this experience, but I can see after she create this very complicated painting, tell this amazing multi-level stories, meaningful stories in her figurines for our movie, her painting is going ahead to more and more complicated story on the
Yes.
Andrei, who stopped to paint when the war was broke out. He told me he completely changed uh, his view of nature of landscape after this cinematographer experience.
Wow.
And now he's trying to find new style, new kind of structure of his painting. It may be really interesting.
I have no doubt about it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. Like, I loved your movie so much and I was so moved by it. And yeah, it's great to see you both again. It's just an honor, really, to talk to you both.
Likewise, Megan. We're so glad that you wanted to speak with us more, and it's been really special. Thank you for this.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.